jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Saying that you're the best, you gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports. Talking way too much, world combat sports.
Yo, shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. Yeah, I know it's been a minute, but you know how the ebbs and flows goes in life. Shout out to Haney's Legacy on deck. What it do, man? My apologies to those who was in the building. Definitely had to, you know, put some heels to the deck, march a little bit, take care of some stuff. But shout out to y'all. We're going to try to get through this. It's been a busy one. Salute the mic in the building. Stick 'em boys, fishing and sports. What's good? Yes, we got multiple, just like the description saying, favoritism with Manny Pacquiao. We're going to get to that. You know what I'm saying? 4 years out the ring, and fight fans are still encouraging this guy to come back to the square. I thought he made big money. I thought he was an 8th division champion. Hey, you young fighters, pay close attention. Matter of fact, you don't have to pay anything. Just listen. Understand, those of you that's on the outside looking in and those of you that's inside the ropes. Those of you that's inside negotiating your future, continue to do so. Because you don't want me to be doing me or anybody else to do a live on you 15 years from now. Well, y'all, I don't know if I'm, be doing no lives 15 years from now, but you don't want people to be talking to you and asking, throwing question marks at you like it's a dart game as to why you're still fighting. Negotiate your worth and more. That's why I always had a measure to say, you know what, it's only a certain limit that I'm willing to go about fighters and their freaking pockets and how much they're worth. But now you have so many casual boxing fans that's saying what this fighter shouldn't get and what that fighter, they duck this and duck that. You get exhausted hearing people saying, well, Norman them, they duck. Because they were getting paid 17 times. No, it was money that had to be paid out. And why should it matter? Pacquiao is the prime example as to why some of you all just need to just chill. Process everything. Process the data that you're collecting when it comes to the numbers. Stop trying to say what these fighters should and should not get. Because Manny Pacquiao is as an 8th division world champion. He's been in some crazy fights. But yet you got people up here saying that they don't have a problem. They don't have a problem with him coming back to the ring to fight Barrios. They up here cheering and talking about who's going to win. This dude is 46 years of age, and he's at 8th division. So his body has traveled the world. Real talk. His body has traveled the world. But first, I'm going to give a shout out to Blue, man. I'm going to basically do a reaction to Shakur's. I actually talked about this, looking at this video. I talked about this briefly, but I just talk about an actual clip, a short frame of how, Shakur was acting when being interviewed by Mike Coppinger. Before this even came out, I told you all that Mike Coppinger is one of the worst robotic interviewers in the game. It's surprising, it's good. He is the prime layout of a person that's better behind the keyboard than in front of the mic. because Shakur Stevenson let him know that. We're gonna do a reaction to the Ring Magazine audio of Shakur Stevenson in this interview. And I appreciate Blue bringing it to my attention. Hold up for a second. Also, I want to talk about Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley in his comments that he mentioned about Teofimo Lopez. The reason why I want to talk about that is because when it comes down to certain individuals that you hear a lot of, sometimes it just shows you how embedded they are into their job and how they really could care less about anybody else unless you're signing their checks. And that's really ultimately the way it should be. You should do what's best for you and your family. But in this era, we do find a lot of critical fans who's gonna basically break down everything you say. But I thought the criticism with against Tim Bradley talking about Teofimo Lopez and Jaron Ennis was warranted. I do. I think it was warranted. I surely do. All right. So let's get to this this interview of Shakur Stevenson and Ring Magazine.
Shakur, thank you for being here with us this morning. And look, this is going to be a tough fight on paper, at least, against William Zepeda. Tell us why it won't be tough in the ring.
First, I want to say we were by far the worst commentator and interviewer in the business. Actually, this is his third take. But, William Zepeda is a great fighter. And on paper, it's supposed to be the hardest fight of my career. So let's see what happens July 12th.
Yeah, we'll see. And I appreciate the kind words, Shakur. Thank you for that.
Nah, no kind words for you, brother.
Oh, okay. Well, I was being sarcastic, obviously. But
oh, for real. I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm glad you have a sense of humor. But in the ring, William Zepeda likes to bring the pressure, volume puncher, great body puncher, and physically strong guy. How do you deal with him?
I'm so scared, man. Like, I don't think I've ever been this scared a day in my life. Like, you got a guy just, big, strong, physical. He's coming in there to impose his will, and I'm very fearful of this fight. Yes.
Well, you've been vocal. You've said it many times before that when your fights aren't the most exciting, it's not on you, right? You're saying the opponents don't want to engage. We know Zepeda likes to engage. So are you excited for this kind of opponent?
I mean, we'll see. These guys engage with other people, but they see me and they do something different. But William Zepeda is a hell of a fighter once again, and he's coming in there to. He said he's gonna stop me by the 10th round. So
he said that.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said. So let's see.
Well, you're coming off a stoppage win over Josh Padley. You were supposed to fight Floyd Schofield, late replacement. Are you going for the stoppage against Zepeda? What kind of statement would that be?
I mean, at the end of the day, I'm coming in there to put belt to ass. I'm coming in there to perform and beat him up. But truthfully, I don't go in there looking for stoppages. So if it get like that, it get like that.
And you were ringside, right, May 2nd in New York for the Devin Haney, Jose Ramirez fight, Ryan Garcia, Rolly Romero. You were pretty outspoken. You did not enjoy the Devin Haney fight. Why not?
I said that? No, that was you. You said that.
No, you said it on Twitter. You said it wasn't a good fight and you're going to show a good fight.
No, I said that y'all going to see something way better July 12th. That's what I said.
Okay, fair enough.
I got you.
You
can't put words in my mouth.
All right, thank you for the correction. I appreciate it.
Y'all reporters be doing a lot, man. Y'all got to chill, man. But July 12th is going to be a better show. I feel like you got me on that card, and I feel like I'm better than every last fighter that was on that card. So.
Fair enough. I know that we have two main events on July 12th. Shakur Stevenson, of course, William Zepeda, and then Berlanga against Hamzat Shiraz. I know you feel that your fight is better. Why?
I mean, it's
Okay, let's first get down to it about the slow, nauseated fog of boredom that you're listening to right now. It's just one of those deals where you have a guy who's administratively adept, but yet when you put him in front of the mic, he's used to being in his own cubicle in his enclosure, and he's having fun doing that, typing and everything. But his personality is still behind the keyboard. What you hearing, I would say, sometimes fighters should have this, that, and the other. They should work on their PR. But I like this energy that Shakur was doing. He wasn't dropping the N-bomb. He was just pretty much putting it out there, man. This is far worse, the worst interviewer that I've ever experienced. Okay. I'm just letting you know, point blank, period. This is far worse. And I believe he was being organic about that because Coppinger is cringe worthy, yo.
It's a double header, Edgar, my brother, so I ain't gonna say nothing bad about him. I do feel like my fight is the tougher and better fight, but my fight is actually a tighter fight too, so it kind of like makes sense. But at the end of the day, we in New York, and this is hometown, and it should be a fun event.
So what do y'all think as fight fans? You think that, for one, Shakur has a legitimate gripe. He has something that has weight to it, something that has valid concern, him being the co-main event. Even though Edgar has the bigger, more popular fan base, we've heard those words before. We've heard that entire bubble. We've seen it blow into the conversation plenty of times about a fighter being more popular. Clearly, Edgar has more people in NYC, period. That's just who he is. I've seen it with my own eyes. He has more people that he can bring to fill the seats than Shakur. On the flip side, Shakur is absolutely correct. He's done more. His resume is more buoyant than freaking Edgar. Edgar shit is still anchored on the bottom of the deepest motherfucking sea. That shit does not need any oxygen tank because I've never seen a rock breathe. His resume right now is a rock at the bottom of the basin. Period. I understand, Shakur feeling some type of way. But when it's all said and done, Edgar does have the more popularity when it comes to percentage of fan bases and everything. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, what it is, man. I would feel some type of way about it, but they always say business, right? It depends on who's negotiating this and what. And, if it's indeed true that Shakur Stevens is getting over 6 million or something to that extent, he's going to be on the card. God damn. He's going to be on the MF and card, yo. He might can complain on the outside, but he's going to be on that card to collect that check.
Yeah. Well, look, you live in Houston now, but you're from New York, New Jersey, pretty close to here. A lot of fans too, right?
For sure. I mean, come on now, no, pulling up and we're going to show out come July 12th.
See, I wasn't convinced, Newark gonna come and show up and show out July 12th. I wasn't convinced about that. I'm just saying, Shakur, I'm not making this video to basically like fireworks in front of you and shit like that. But I can understand, man, that you're not feeling this interview. I can understand that Shakur is not feeling the interview. And you want to talk about a fighter getting up for an interview, drafting the energy, sourcing it from somewhere. This would be the moment where Shakur has to think about some quiet moments inside his house, being with his girl, just being at a theme park somewhere, eating his favorite dessert, kicking it with fam, watching his favorite show, or just out chilling, in one of his rides or something. Anything except what he's standing with right now, y'all. Seriously. This right here is tough to listen to. Real tough to listen to, yo. Look at this. Shakur got his eyes closed. He's got them doing oosa. Oosa. Father. Father God, did you hear me? God damn, help me out.
This fight is a fight that fans have been calling for years, and you've been calling for the fight as well on Twitter, on social media. Why is this a fight that you like?
So you will admit that he's been ducking me.
Look, the fight's happening now. Yes, I will admit that. I will admit that you wanted the fight before it happens. Yes,
you will admit he's been ducking me.
I wouldn't say ducking, but I see where you're coming from. Yes.
So do you still got him over me?
I do not.
Oh, you don't have him over me no more?
I have you ahead of him in the rankings.
Oh,
yes.
wow. What changed?
You've been looking good, and Zepeda obviously had a couple of tough fights with Tevin.
Shakur Stevens is checking, fact checking, record checking. Mike Coppinger. Absolutely. Yeah, I will have to give Shakur Stevenson a salute, palms down. Real talk. I had to give him the salute for being calm, better PR, and the reasoning for his the way he's feeling of Mike Coppinger's death. He wasn't really on the side of Shakur Stevens or didn't have too much confidence, with him. I understand why Shakur was like giving this man such a hard time. He felt that Zepeda was, he felt that in the rankings, no, that wasn't it. Shakur wasn't there. And Shakur is going to feel some type of way because of his resume. But I will be honest, Shakur is still at a stage right here with where he has to continue to prove to people that he's a viable or he's a much higher commodity of a prize fighter than people give him credit for. And he's just at a point right now. He's just at a sticking point, y'all. Shakur's just at a sticking point. He's just at a sticking point, man. He just it's not the heel. Okay, Shakur is a 3-division champion. It's not a heel. He's at a sticking. He's already over the heel. Okay, he's just at a sticking point where the fight fans are standing. It's almost at a bus station. They're standing there, wondering when they're going to jump on the Shakur Stevenson, train ride based off his performances. They want to say, okay, should I support this dude? Is he going to give us the performance value that we're looking for? Come on, man. Come on. All we need something better than Patley. You did what you're supposed to do with Patley, but we want to see you do it against Zepeda, who went in there and had a knock him out, drag out fight with Tevin Farmer. We want to see you tone him down and show people how it's supposed to be done. Technically, they're looking for Shakur Stevenson to put that boxing curriculum on William Zepeda. That's what they waiting on, Shakur. That's all.
And Farmer, you and Farmer obviously have very different styles, but
yeah, because 2 fights ago you had him over me. It was like last year, actually.
Yeah, and then I changed it. So
okay. That's good to hear, glad you finally
I came to my senses.
Yeah, glad you finally waking up. But like I said, Zepeda is a hell of a fighter. I think he'd be a tough task for anybody in the division. He throws a billion punches around. He's coming in there to impose as well. But the one thing is, we know what he's coming to do. There is different things to my game to where you don't know what I'm going to come do. You don't know if I want to box and move. Right. You don't know if I want to stand in the pocket. You don't know. He's going to be clueless about my game plan, but I'm very aware of his game plan. So,
yeah, fair enough. And William Zepeda, he had a lot of good early body shot knockouts, right? He did it against Maxi Hughes, Giovanni Cabrera. Obviously not guys on your level, but impressive knockouts nonetheless. And we know that you watch a lot of boxing. You have one of the greatest minds in boxing. What did you see from those 2 fights with Tevin Farmer?
I can't really give you the game plan. Sure. I mean, I saw that Tevin Farmer is a tough fighter for anybody. You saw him with Raymond Moritaya, and Moritaya is actually a good fighter too. So you can't really just judge him off Tevin Farmer and say, oh, he's not that good because he lost. I mean, because he had a hard time with Tevin Farmer. Tevin Farmer is slick, witty, looked like he was in tremendous shape for the fight. So you got to give Tevin Farmer that much credit. But as far as the game plan, I can't tell you. I'll show you on fight night. I'm the better fighter that night, and everybody will see.
And what kind of improvement did you see from Zepeda from the first Farmer fight to the rematch?
He just imposed his will a little bit earlier. He didn't wait the first 2 rounds. He started in round 1, 2, 3, and that's the only difference that I seen. But there's no difference in the ways Zepeda fights. Zepeda is gonna come the same way that he been coming his entire career. And honestly, it's hard to deal with for a lot of people, but July 12th won't be that.
And I know you don't know until you face somebody in the ring, but do you think this could be your toughest fight?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. He got all the abilities and the will and the heart to be.
He said William Zepeda has all the abilities, the heart. You know, he's checking the box, giving Zepeda credit. This is supposed to be on paper and on the screen for both fighters, a tough fight both ways. And you want to talk about a fork in the road? Oh, yeah. It's going to benefit both fighters when it comes down to who pick up the win on. William Zepeda may have a lighter chest plate when it comes to the medals of his achievement, but he is absolutely a live one in the fight, just like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur has been, punch out the punch, looking to establish the respect, even though he said F the fans. He's been on record as being frustrated. I know he really want the fans to get behind him on this, and dealing with his hand situation and everything. He want to go in there and put on a performance that the fight fans can respect. They can give him high grade. They can continue to, like, when his name pops up in these live panels, boxing bar convos. You know what I'm saying? When they hear Shakur Stevenson's name, it's with respect. It's not something that you have to work up to. If you put it like that, okay. Oh, yeah. Give me another sip of that whiskey. Now I get it. That's some good whiskey too. Yeah. He want to jump out of that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't trying to always have the pause or the hesitation or the optimism that leaves people a little bit undetermined about who Shakur Stevenson is. He wants to go ahead and make an absolute statement with William Zepeda.
He's one of that, but July 12th, we'll see. It can be. I don't know.
Right. But you're basically saying you want your credit when the fight goes the way you think it's going to go.
I want my credit from all of y'all. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear, oh, he wasn't that good. Oh, he had this. I don't want to hear none of that shit. When I whoop his ass, I want y'all to just say I'm the best. That's all I want.
Like, when you say whoop his ass, do you mean whoop his ass
just pull up and see?
Okay. All right.
Pull up and watch.
All right. Well, we're looking forward to it.
Yo, you gonna be the commentator?
We'll see, Shakur.
Oh my God.
Shakur said, "Are you gonna be the commentator?" Oh my God. Shout out to Haynes Leggins. He said, Stevenson getting paid a lot. Why does he care the alignment of the fight is? I was about to say, how the young man thinks. The only thing I can say, Haynes, is that when it comes to the media, Shakur is not the best at the media on just basically sticking to what the topic is supposed to be. Something that can give the fight fans a little bit more leeway to have confidence in him, to get behind him and support him. That's just who he is, man. That's just how he get down. That's Shakur Stevenson. But I do like how he didn't allow Mike Coppinger to force him out of character. You make a good point. You making what is $6+ million? If that, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's a whole lot of other priorities and concerns that I'm looking at that's gonna make me feel real good to go in here and not only put on a show, but knowing I got that much money sitting in the bank and say, God damn, finally, I got the big paycheck. I feel good. That's a lot of money he making, for real, a lot.
We'll see, Shakur. If you're lucky, yes.
If I'm lucky, shit, we care about the fans. Man.
I call it like I see it. If you put on a clinic,
notice he said we care about the fans, but Shakur, you said F the fans. Make up your mind. Are you fucking with us or not, Shakur? Real talk. Are you messing with us or not? You definitely have to make up your mind. The fans are here. We here. We got you. But you got to make up your mind, because when you say F the fans, it's almost like you're separating or removing yourself. And you say, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to do me regardless. That's just what you said in the past.
Care about the fans, though. Like,
me too. I care about the fans.
You can't do that to the fans, bro. If I'm lucky, shit. We care about the fans, man.
I call it like I see it. If you put on a clinic,
we care about the fans, though. Like,
me too. I care about the fans.
You can't do that to the fans, bro.
Oh, thanks, Shakur.
Shit,
Shakur really cares about the fans.
Nobody want to hear you up there, though.
Hopefully, Shakur's going to treat the fans to a really exciting fight. Okay, I hope so.
And hopefully, you commentate better.
Thank you. I'm going to try my best. Brother. All right. Anyway, we're here with Shakur Stevenson, and we thank him for the interview. And we look forward to July 12th against William Zepeda when he defends his WBC lightweight title in New York City.
And by far the worst commentator ever.
Thanks, Shakur.
Hey, Shakur ended on that note, man. You know, he ended on that note, man. He said, by far the worst commentator ever. And I can't say anything about that shit. I can't say anything about that, man. I'm not going to defend Mike Coppinger. Fuck that. No. I want to let you listen to another piece of audio I got. Okay? I want us to take a stroll and listen to Timothy Bradley. Okay? I want y'all to listen to Timothy Bradley and tell me if I ain't off on this, man. Tell me if I ain't off on this, man. For real. Hold on for 1 second. Let's listen to Timothy Bradley right quick. And you tell me if this ain't goddamn Omar. You tell me if this ain't Omar, goddamn it, off Sinners.
Alone. You better leave him alone. I'm telling y'all. Yes, leave that boy alone. He a real one. I know what all that racist rant and stuff like that. Hey, that's one thing. What I'm talking about.
Don't he to my people out there, don't he seem like he just finished picking 16 bales of cotton? I know all that racism out there. That's what we was born in. We was born back. It ain't nothing we could do. Now I'm telling you, you better leave that boy there alone. Don't he sound like a partially free slave? I'm serious, man. Come on, Tim. Come on, bro. You just brushed that racism shit off like, I don't understand that racism shit. But when I was out there picking that cotton out there, man, I got down, them thorns was in my fingers. My fingers was bleeding. I don't have time to be talking about no racism.
Boxing. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm here to tell y'all, he got what it takes to beat Boots Ennis. Man, the two most athletic fighters better leave Teofimo Lopez alone. He better leave him alone. I'm telling y'all. Yes.
I'm telling y'all. You know when he come around that corners, y'all, I'm telling y'all, don't you dare be eating and it's not lunch. I'll be getting you the time to eat together. But y'all don't worry about him calling us names. That don't mean nothing. All right? Let's be the best cotton pickers we can be out here now.
Leave that boy alone. I know what all that racist rant and stuff like that. Hey, that's one thing. When I'm talking about boxing, that's what I'm talking about.
He talking about boxing, y'all. Timothy Brad talking about boxing. He ain't talking about that racism. That's one thing. But I'm talking about boxing. Because if you remember correctly, Tiafimo said some racist shit about boxers. But Timothy ain't talking about that racism because he talking about boxing. Come on now. It's plenty of people that slip on the banana peel now. Come on. We ain't talking about like the fruit don't exist. Come on now. I'm talking about boxing. Haven't you seen some fighters get knocked down? They slipped on the banana peel. So it ain't that bad to you, old man. He didn't mean nothing by it.
And I'm here to tell y'all, he got what it takes to beat Boots Ennis. Man, the two most athletic fighters in the game. Damn, if they was to go head to head. Woo-wee. Yeah, Boots got all the attributes. He got the height, he got the long arms. But you know who got the better timing? That's Teofimo Lopez. You know who's athletic? Who was the last athletic guy that Boots fought?
Who's the last athletic guy y'all seen try to run out this cotton field here? Huh? Was it Jimmy? Jimmy, he could outrun a goddamn moose during mating season. He was that fast. But when he met up with that trigger and the front end of that bear, what happened? And Jimmy didn't have both his legs no more. That's what I'm saying.
Karen was the last one? Yeah. And don't think that Boots gonna be able to out punch him. Don't think that. No, he not. Because you go back, you watch that Claggett fight. That boy Teofimo Lopez, he got some lungs too.
Ooh, Jimmy had some lungs, didn't he? Until that goddamn rifle started clack, 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 and they was letting the rounds go down range. Yeah, it was cotton everywhere. God damn it, I thought he had the goddamn lungs to make it up out of here with the speed combined. I'm telling you, just because you fast up in here picking this cotton don't mean you're fast when you're trying to get away and do something you're not supposed to be doing. Don't Timothy remind y'all of that, man. I mean, if this ain't sinners all over again, this nigga sinning with his tongue. This nigga sinning. This dude is sinning, man. Come on, man. This is what you call verbal criminality. This is worse than lying when you sitting up here sounding the way you sound and trying to convince people that all of a sudden you believe in Teofimo. Man, they must have been feeding you them nice warm bones, the scraps that was left over behind the house. You must be getting some extra shares of goddamn food when all the others are out there picking and sweating. Yeah, I see it now.
When he full-fledged and hungry, he got lungs too. He threw almost 1,000 punches in that fight. Yeah, Boots, I see you. Your numbers is quite high. You around 600, 500, 600, close to 700 sometimes. But guess who can match that out with? Teofimo Lopez. Yeah, Boots.
Yeah. Don't you think you coming over here with us? You didn't have to ask permission to come in this house before. What's wrong with you now? Why you need all the permission? Come on now, I just had you out here watching the door and to see if anybody else could enter and see if we had some problems coming up. Now all of a sudden you want us to invite you in. They don't want you to be up in here talking about what the numbers look like. Come on, especially you talking about that non-black fighter. Something's wrong with you. You know that them numbers that you're talking about is straight up lies. And something wrong with your eyes. Did I tell you? Something not right with you, fella. Something not right with you.
All them little lapses you be having, you ain't gonna be able to have them lapses with Teofimo Lopez. Oh no. That dude is on his game. When he right, When his mind right, it's hard to beat that dude.
Oh, it's hard to beat him. Even though his last several fights have been very, very subpar. But when he's on his game and you see them eyes start to change colors, come on now. That means Omar's already got to him. This what this is about. The vampires are rising. That's what Timothy talking about. Timothy talking about T.O. is now ready. He's one of them. That's why he's hyping up T.O. There's no way in hell that any of T.O.'s previous fights have got Timothy so motivated that he's going to start talking this talk and sounding like he's straight out the South now. Come on, ain't none of y'all out running no T.O. I know his skin is light, but your brother, he ain't telling on us behind your back. I know he said all the racist stuff to you, but he ain't the one telling Massa on us. When Massa come over here swinging the whip, he just swinging it because we ain't picking fast enough. We ain't moving fast enough. We got to do better, people. Come on, man. Don't think so negative all the time. Be positive. The wounds are healed. They may sting in the light. They may sting with the sweat, but you'll get over them. What don't kill you only make you stronger.
Explosive, smart. He got a high IQ as well as you do. So look, I'm letting y'all know. Eddie Hearns, if you listening, I'm telling you, if you don't want your guy to get beat, stay away from Teofimo Lopez. You want to give him a couple more fights before you fight that guy? I know T.O. is moving up to 47. I get.
If you don't want them, your fighter to become one of us, keep him out of here now. We got all kind up in here. Keep him out of here now. I tell you, keep him away from us. All it takes is just one scratch, one fang, and he's one of us now. You know we can't be stopped.
Get that? Yeah, y'all gonna say the power and all that. Oh, I get all of that. But like I told y'all, hey.
Like I told y'all now. I know I'm sounding like I'm straight from the side. And I got my own share of goddamn slaves, a whole goddamn platoon of them. But now I'm one of you. Okay? All I'm saying is this new light-skinned brother T.O., y'all give him a hard time. Now, I know he talks about that racist shit. I mean, that's just racist shit. But we talking about boxing. Did not Timothy sound like the goddamn newest member of the Sam Billion Club? Huh? Isn't he sound like he's a part of the Sam Billion Club? Up here sounding like a goddamn black sharecropper. Sounding like he's straight out of the movie scene Sinners, bro. How in the hell do you find that truthful? To advocate for Teofimo Lopez, man, you've been in the lounge too fucking long, man. I bet if I inspect your car right now, Timothy, I'll find all sorts of alcohol and recreational goddamn drugs up in that bitch the way you was talking. It's no way in hell that Timothy ain't suffering from corporate anxiety. They done felt this man and they done goddamn ran that nail across him and bit him in his neck when he wasn't looking. I guarantee you, if you cut the lights off, Timothy's eyes turn red now. I'm telling you, it's cool over here now. T.O. is one of us. Oh, man, you talking about all that racism. Man, nobody talk about that no more now. Did he not sound like that, y'all? I swear to God, if I had Michael B. Jordan, I'll say, Michael B., you like boxing now. You need to goddamn bring Timothy back like a junior Omar and post his ass at the door and act like Teofimo is walking up to the door, man. And let Timothy go take a piss like Omar and goddamn have him mic'd up and see what the conversation's like. That's what you need to do, Michael B. Because you go to boxing matches all the time. You need to bring that, you and your camera crew, and film Timothy and goddamn T.O. having a conversation. You know, when the lights have dimmed outside, the sun has set and mind his own fucking business. You need to have Timothy up there with the straw hat on at the door for him and T.O. to have a convo, yo. This man sounding like a straight up Sambillion, yo. Timothy, that's one of the worst. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's one of the worst BS type of deliveries of speaking on a sensitive situation, and to dilute it the way you did is absolutely distasteful. You're basically not allowing yourself to advocate for people or who you are each and every day you wake up in the mirror. You may disassociate yourself because the actual insult wasn't sent in your direction, nor did it have any effect to knock on your front door. But you as a black man understand that Teofimo remarks not only affected Crawford and Javante, but it affected a lot more of us that has been black for a long freaking time. We have been black for a long time. But like so many, you have shown that in your environment, that you understand that the checks are written by a certain individual, and there's no discussion. There's no discussion. It's not going to be no discussion with you on the direction you're going to go because you're a corporate guy. But it's just distasteful to hear you talk that talk about, T.O. and act like that. That was I know he talk about. You sound Sambillion, yo. You sound like you signed up for that club. You have a black card. I mean, not a black card. You have a goddamn Southern card. You have something. Your card ain't black for real. Shout out to the OG Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz, man. What's good? Tim's commentary and hot take FICO is trash right now, for real, man. Timothy is absolutely a corporate guy who is firing on cylinders, them corporate cylinders that only drive at a certain gear shift and make sure his trunk is full, his back seat and shotgun with narratives on who to the crap on. Like, I say this because he has so much criticism for Jihad Tucker, who was blackballed, who's being blackballed, but yet he want to hype up. And Jihad is never did anything to the level of magnitude of a Teofimo Lopez. But every time Jihad goes in there and fight, Timothy want to just basically belittle and absolutely extremely criticize this guy performance value all the time, but yet he's sitting up there talking about Teofimo. I know he talks about that. He took the black people back, man. I swear to God, he took the people back, man. Use up that sound just like a Sambillion. You was just up there sounding like, man, damn, you goddamn didn't walk out the motherfucking movie when Sinners was over. You stayed there with all I'm doing is, hey, you stay right here. Now I'm going back there to get me another large. Did you want anything? I'm getting me a goddamn chili dog with slaw on it. Did y'all want me to get you anything else? The moonshine or something? I'm staying for this again. I'm going to the next showing. I gotta see this again. This warms my heart. For real, this warms my heart. I want y'all to grow up just like that right there. Them Sinners, that's Sinners right there. I love this movie. This Sinners is great. I just can't wait. I'm able to get this on Fire Stick. I loves it. Man, I loves it. I just can't wait to get home and pick my cotton. And goddamn, if I don't have no cotton to pick, I'm gonna put some on there, some cotton balls straight out of Kroger or Publix. And I want y'all to go up there so we can reenact some of these scenes. Come on, man. The butter was dripping off that man. The butter was dripping off Timmy. Real talk, the butter was dripping like it's cool off Timmy, bro. That's disappointing there, brother. That's all I'm saying. The way you sounded was just disappointing, man. So much to the fact, I just got to play the front side one more time, man. Just listen to this.
Dennis better leave Teofimo Lopez alone. He better leave him alone. I'm telling y'all. Yes, leave that boy alone.
What? Does not sound like y'all better leave? Hey, y'all better leave Timmy alone. He went out there and took a piss 30 minutes ago. He ain't returned. If he comes back up here, his eyes are red. Y'all better leave him alone. And if he got that other fella with him, that T.O., and his eyes gonna look the same way, better leave him alone. I'm telling you, leave them two alone. And they come up here asking all these questions and trying to get up in here. Don't let them in here. Don't let them in here. Leave them alone. Man, you sounded just like you straight out the movie. God damn, brother. You don't need technology for that shit. Ain't no AI, ain't no goddamn voiceover. None of that. That's you. Omar in the flesh, aka TB. That dude up here acting like T.O. is a monster. Everybody, and when I mean everybody, I'm talking about everybody. T.O., Shadow. You know what I'm saying? Everything about T.O., man, knows that he go in there against Jerron and he getting that behind beat. Everybody know that. It doesn't need any type of damn poll put up on YouTube. No, nobody need to vote on this because it's not necessary. But I'm gonna leave that alone for Timmy, man. I have to get to my boy. You know what I'm saying? I have to get to my guy, Manny Pacquiao, yo. I think Manny Pacquiao at this point in time, there's many people that understand where I'm at with it. In contrast, man. Let's talk about a fighter who may have an early ending to his life if he don't stop. Manny Pacquiao is in a class of his own, man. Like I said earlier, Manny Pacquiao is well respected in the game of boxing with 62 victories and 2 draws, hosted by 39 knockouts, and 3 of those 8 losses have been by stoppages. Okay, he's currently 4 age out of the Philippines, southpaw, 5'5.5", 67-inch reach. He has a 62.9% KO ratio. Okay, he's competed close to 500 rounds. All right, but I have an issue. Yes, I have an adverse complaint, and that complaint is when certain people or certain fighters have reached the age where some biased ass fans deem them to be too old to compete in the sport. And they might look like me. They'll say, hey, so-and-so's too old. They need to retire. They need to retire. They need to retire. When are y'all going to tell that or sing that anthem to Manny Pacquiao? Let's work with each other now. Teamwork make the dream work. I need to know when you all going to start reiterating, emphasizing, utilizing your recall, putting your foots. We got to challenge that Timothy Bradley. When y'all going to put y'all foots down on Manny Pacquiao and say, bro, what are you doing? We don't want to hear Manny Pacquiao retiring from the sport and then going through dementia issues or early stages, phase 1 pugilistica. Manny Pacquiao is set to face Mario Barrios, the current reigning defending WBC World Welterweight titleist, July 19, 2025. Now, this be a fight where it's appreciated. Like, how can you appreciate Manny Pacquiao, 46, and his last fight was August 21st? August 21st, 2021. August 21st, 2021. And he's coming back in here July 19, 2025. How can that be, y'all? I want to ask y'all a question. Who should I hold accountable? Just help me out, man. All this technology we got, who should I hold accountable, man? because I need some assistance. If this guy is one of the crown jewels of boxing, and he's in a class, I mean, solo, 8th division, nobody but Manny Pacquiao stands an exalted class of his own with 8th division to his credit. Why are they still not factoring in the division that this man started from, how long he's been competing up to this point? This man's first fight, y'all, though a long history, was January 22nd, 1995. 1995, y'all. This man has been boxing damn near 30. Shit. God damn. This man has almost been boxing 30. Huh? Are y'all hearing me on this? They want a man by the name of Manny Pacquiao to return back to the ring when he had his first fight January 22nd, 1995, and was flatlined in his 12th professional fight, straight knocked out in the 3rd round against Toric Campo. They want Manny Pacquiao to always just hear all the nice subtleties when you're in front of him. Manny, how do you stay so healthy, Manny? Look, Manny just had a fight that I'm not counting where he looked terrible. It wasn't even a sanctioned bout. It was an exhibition or whatever it was. But the fact that Manny Pacquiao is saying, and his people, he's getting back in camp. He's already in camp. And he's training to come back and fight a younger fighter and Mario Barrios. Okay. And yes, this is a selective matchup here. Barrios has been taking punishment. Mario Barrios is 16 years younger. 16 years younger than Manny Pacquiao. 6 feet tall and 71 inches. By every standard, administrative standard, when it comes to the paperwork, Mario Barrios should go ahead and outbox the shit out of Manny. I'm being youth on his side, height, reach. Oh my God. Come on now. You can't fade that. You can't fade this. Manny on paper is doomed if Mario Barrios have the best showing of his career. But like I always say, it wouldn't be WCS if I wouldn't tell you that the hocus pocus of boxing still exists. Let's just imagine some things right here in your sobriety. Let's just say you're not high, you ain't drinking, okay? Let's just imagine some things right here. Let's just say that Manny Pacquiao defeat Mario Barrios. This can be the gift that keeps on giving, because Mario Barrios would have gifted Manny Pacquiao a WBC title and potentially put him in the history books again as being one of the oldest world champions to win a title. Not only that, a lot of us don't foresee Manny Pacquiao defending this title successfully, numerous or countless or repetitively after beating Mario Barrios. So who will be the recipient of this next title? That's where it gets interesting, y'all. Because everybody outside of Mario Barrios should be a bit more difficult, in my opinion. Why do I say that? Well, let's just take a little gander here, okay? Let's take a look on the gift that keeps on giving, because this can supply a lot of people. It almost takes us back to where they said, teach a man to fish and he can feed himself for a lifetime, right? At 147, the WBC, you have Devin Haney, who's the number one guy to face Manny Pacquiao. Imagine that. That Devin Haney would be contending for a title that he has held at lightweight, super lightweight, and potentially will be contending for if he's indeed the fighter that's up next to fight Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao beat Barrios. You got Sissoko. You have Conor Ben, Kavaliauskas. Okay. That's just a little bit of names to put out there that's above Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is ranked number 5. Don't ask me how you can be out the ring for 4 years, contending 30 years of freaking professional, and you can come back. Oh, I heard that if you was a champion previously, you can just come out of the clouds and rappel down and say, hey, ta-da, it's me. I want to fight for a title. Come on, WCS. You know you've been out the ring. I want to fight for a title. I used to be the WBC champion. I know you got room in that ranking system. I haven't been seeing too much going on since I was gone anyway. Can we get that paperwork filled out? Hey, my manager be in contact. Anything else for me? I'm gone. That's what they were saying. If you're ever a champion in the WBC, you can come back whenever you freaking feel like it. Goddamn braced up and everything. Prosthetics on, walking cane, all that, caregiver, all that. It's my turn now. I know I've been out 12 years. I want a title fight. That's the kind of energy I feel with Manny, yo. That's what type of social gathering I feel is gonna happen. The old grandpa Manny. If this man goes in here and get flatlined like Juan Manuel Marquez did, what y'all gonna say then? Oh, I feel sorry for Manny. He never should. No. We are doing proactive shit now. I'm speaking to you all and trying to tell you, stop hyping this up and going through scenarios on who can win. Hey, man, Manny, you know what he did there and keep Thurman back in the name, you know, man. Manny still got it. Bro, be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, yo. Be honest with yourself. Why are you doing Manny Pacquiao like this? Manny Pacquiao lost to Yordenis Ugas. He's not even coming off a victory. He lost to the Yordenis Ugas. And you all are up here celebrating for Mario Barrios, who's 16 years younger, to step in the ring with Manny Pacquiao instead of warning him. Why isn't Manny getting the same criticism that you give other fighters for being on the hiatus? I know Edwin De Los Santos is about to step back in there and fight Keyshawn, but Edwin De Los Santos is not 46 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've heard the banjos playing and heard the chorus from miles away on certain fighters that's been out the ring. Do you know how many times that I have put the mark and counted when I've heard Crawford's name come up? Oh, he's been out the ring close to a year for Canelo. He's going to have ring. Do you know how many times I've heard that? But you know where I didn't hear it? Manny Pacquiao. When Manny Pacquiao comes back to the scene, boy, you can't say shit. Manny Pacquiao, it's almost like he never left. He's just been hanging out in the locker room, man. He's been in the local gym just helping people train. Seriously. When I hear Manny Pacquiao's name, man, being out the ring 4 years, that tells me that the boxing fans don't care, man. They pick and choose. They pick and choose who they want to butter up and who they want to piss on. There's no way that Manny should be ranked number 5, first of all. There's no way that he should be ranked number 5. And just not too long ago, he wasn't even ranked, period. For him to be ranked number 5 and about to step in there. And yeah, did I tell you the good news? This is going to be a 12-round fight, y'all. So in order for people not to criticize Manny, all Manny has to do is come outside to a basketball court and shadow box. That's all you hear. Oh, Manny. Oh, Manny, you're looking good, Manny. I like your socks, Manny. Oh, your calves are still big, Manny. Oh, look at the speed. The speed never goes. Oh man, the power never goes, man. I know. I bet your timing, the way you shadow boxing, it's just ooh wee, Scooby Doo. Man, you look great out there shadow boxing, Manny Pacquiao. You notice he do that every single time before he want to come out to the ball court and goddamn shadow box. And people just like, oh man, look at him, dog. He shadow box. He fucking some shadows up out there. Look, he just knocked out a bumblebee. Did you see that shit? God damn, his record should goddamn be. They should put a win on this record for that shit, man. I ain't never seen nobody knock out a bumblebee with that shit. All he has to do is come down to the ball court and shadow box. That's all you hear. Sound like a baby lamb coming out. First day on earth. And the boxing fans, y'all up here hyping this guy up. That's not cool. That's not cool, man. Because when they have to feed that dude through a straw, 15 years from now or something, the bad thing about it, the same people that was on here boosting him up, they trying to go over scenarios on how the fight's gonna play out and who's gonna, get the belt after that. Man, that's just bad. That's just bad all the way around, man. That's just bad. I can't see the positive spin Tim gets from the clicks on worth integrity. I feel you, man. The problem is they're putting in a fight. Can he win? The problem is they're putting in a fight. He can win. Yeah, absolutely, Haynes. Yeah. We pretty much looking at the previous performances of Mario Barrios. Now we're factoring in, two significant dilemmas here. Yeah, we can. It's ambiguous. I'm not gonna lie. It's like I could say, yeah, he has the youth, but he's getting beat up. But then, if you look at Pacquiao's unsanctioned fight, is it really gonna be relevant in the conversation? No, it's not. You can say Manny Pacquiao being out the ring as long as he has, but he's going in there against Mario Barrios, who hasn't been shown to have a superb outing. He's been getting touched up a lot. He's been swelling up. He hasn't showed that he's a domineering fighter, even as champion, is a 2-division champion. He hasn't shown that he's the conqueror. And anybody else, let's just say they would have put in there anybody else in that division, they would have pretty much predicted that Manny Pacquiao, why is he taking this fight? But with Barrios, it's somewhat of soft tissue. For real. Barrios is somewhat like soft tissue right now. They see that Manny Pacquiao could potentially go in here and exploit Mario Barrios' performances or the lack thereof and really give him a performance where he can pick up a belt that may potentially keeps giving, where we can see a Manny Pacquiao versus Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And I can't see Devin Haney going in there losing to a Pacquiao. So that'll be Devin Haney's 3rd divisional title if the gift keeps giving, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Manny gonna get beat up like Sugar Ray Leonard got beat up by Mancho Camacho. It's the getting hit after the layoff that hurts. Good point, man. Good point. Good point, man. Good point. I saw that article out there about Sugar Ray. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who put it up there. I don't know if it was you. I saw it on X. I did see it on X. It's not Pac-Man that I'm worried about. Mario, I just a weak link in the championship chain. That's why it was any legs. That's why it has any legs for me. I just say both fighters, man. Mario's per the age. He should get it done, man. But it's hard to put my money on Barrios based off the inconsistency of going in there a domineering champ, looking strong and sharp, stamping that he's in his prime. I just don't see it. But if you're saying that youthfulness, talent, skill set, does he still have enough in the tank to beat Manny Pacquiao at his age, out of the ring for 4+ years, boxing damn near 30? Yeah. I should be confident enough to say yeah. But I'm not. I'm not confident to say it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not confident to say it shit. It's very tempting to hype this fight up, but I'm not hyping it up to a point where I'm gonna do some storytelling on Manny Pacquiao coming in here like the Lone Ranger, like he's Craven. He's any type of superhero, and he's gonna totally shock the world and go in here and just blister freaking Mario Barrios. I can't say it because Manny has been stopped 3 times out of his 8 losses. I'm not saying Mario can do it, but man, that punch land on that old chin. Oh my God. It's not going to be the dust that's a factor. It's going to be all that shit that falls out of that chin. You know what I'm saying? Old hand wrap's going to fall out that shit. You know what I'm saying? Old sparring gloves, mouthpieces. You know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a whole lot of old shit falling out of Manny's chin. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God damn, should we be knocked out by Manuel Marquez? The outcry and concern ringside, they thought that man was going away. And now he's going in here against a 30-year-old fighter, 16 years younger. Y'all hold on for a second. Yeah, but yeah, we have to see how that plays out, man. We'll have to see how that plays out. But I need to go take care of some business. Hey, y'all, shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up as always. Really think about what I said about Manny Pac. Y'all stop boosting this man up because he shouldn't be in there with a guy that's 16 years youthful. And then when you attempt to hold these casual boxing fans accountable, they act like it's nothing. They act like, oh man, you just, you don't want to see it for what it is. He's experience with 8th division. Okay, cool. You have experience. But what about health? Are you really trying to be with your family in your retirement, or are you trying to be in hospice care? Think about that. But we'll talk again. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF game. Appreciate y'all as always. God bless y'all. Make sure y'all keep your prayers up for Haynes, man. Continue to stay prayed up, bro. Keep faith. I'm out.